Hello and welcome to Coach's Corner. Pardon the injury. No, it wasn't a 16-round fight. It was a box. I wish I had a better story. I want to talk a little bit today about groups, and you hear me talking often about why we should join groups. When I go into a dealership, one of the first questions I ask is, are you a member of any trade associations, Chamber of Commerce, etc.? And they always say yes, but then no one's going. So why be in a group if you're not even going to attend the meetings? So the biggest kickbacks I get is, well, we don't have time. And my response is, you don't have time not to. Let's talk a little psychology here for a second. And I'm going to ask you a question. Are you going to be more apt to book an appointment with someone whom you've never met? Or are you going to be more apt to book an appointment with someone you met and had a meaningful conversation with at a group? I think the answer is pretty clear. Psychology alone tells you that you're going to feel very committed because of the personal interaction, the personal relationship. That's why we push groups so much. But we always kind of kid around. There are some secrets to groups. One is, hey, you actually have to go to the meetings. Wow. Number two, when you get there, you do have to talk to somebody. And now the real secrets, get an appointment while you're there. It's very hard for someone to shut you down when you're in front of them. So do that. Here are some keys on groups, and if you'll do these things, it'll make a huge difference. Probably 30 to 50% of your business difference. Number one, when you join the group, meet with the administrator of the group first. That's going to be the person who's on salary, and it's the person who typically is going to coordinate the events, all the paperwork, and generally they have an assistant. The reason we meet with that administrator is for several reasons. Number one, we want to get to know them. Again, personal relationship. Number two, we want to find out what we can do to support the group. That's called giving value. If we give value, that person's going to give back. Number three, they can introduce us to other people. So you can walk up cold to meet someone, or you can go to Melissa, in this case of the Cedar Rapids Home Builders, and say, Melissa, would you introduce me to Joe Smith, head of ABC Plumbing? And she's going to walk you over and give you an infomercial if you've been involved. So again, lots of good reasons. And do get to that administrator. Get on a committee. The biggest pushback I get on this is, hey, again, I don't have time. Well, let me ask this question. How long would it take you to make 10 sales calls? The answer is probably 2 to 3 days. What if I told you you could make those 10 sales calls in 1 hour? That's good use of your time. And that's what happens when you're on a committee. You're interacting with other people in the room in a non-threatening environment. You all have a common cause, growing the membership of the Builders Association or the HVAC or the Landscaping Association. So a great way to get to know people. I had a young guy at one of the dealerships kind of volunteer. He said, yeah, I'll be on the committee. He called me after the first meeting and said, this is incredible. There were 7 business owners there, and I got a chance to interact and get to know each one of them. And he booked 2 appointments right away. So why wouldn't, for 1 hour a month, you spend that time making 10 sales calls? And I always tell the guys when they turn in their sheets to us or their supervisor, count that as 10 sales calls. You just blew away your quota for the week. So those groups are significant. As you get involved with groups too, you get recognized as a leader. And that's paramount in your success. A good friend of mine, Mike Stubbs, in Plano, Texas, with Huffines, has been vice president and president of many of the groups that he's joined. And he has a position of authority. Mark Smelly of Hall Automotive, same thing. Mark's president of certain groups, president of the truck club, and vice president of AGC and many others. So again, you begin to gain recognition, and that recognition has power that's attached to it. So the next time you say you don't have time for groups, think again. Thanks for being with us on this Coach's Corner.